I have an idea. Let's make a mini cornhole. All right, so here's the scrap wood we're going to be using for this project. Just some 1/4-inch ply and 5 millimeters. We really just need to kind of figure out how big we want this little miniature cornhole thing to be. And I think if we did 5 inches by 10 inches, and that would give us kind of a good mini cornhole. We're going to go ahead and get into Boxes.py to help us design this, to make kind of the structure of the box for this. And then we'll go ahead and cut this out. All right, so I'm here in Boxes.py, and I'm just going to use a simple box, and it's going to be upside down, and that's going to be basically the main structure of our little table here. I just need to do some conversions from millimeters to inches, and we'll go ahead and get this started. Okay, now that we have both of our cornhole tables cut out, everything seems to fit together real nice. Time to glue it together.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, so now we're going to use our AlgoLaser 5-watt to make our beanbags, and to do that we're going to go ahead and use some denim, and we're going to engrave our symbol on the denim to make the beanbags. Okay, so we lasered out our design for our beanbags. We did an inverse so we can kind of tell the teams apart. We did have to do this twice because the first time it got up to here and then just stopped. And our laser said it lost connection with our computer, and honestly we're not sure if it was a computer, if it was the laser, or the cord dangling that caused that disconnect. So unfortunately we had to start over, and then I thought I might save this somehow, but I aligned it incorrectly, causing these outlines to go off center. So ended up scrapping that, and we did it again. Didn't take too long, but the reason I put the outer edge on here is because I'm going to design a square in Inkscape to automatically sew out our design on our 5x7 hoop. And I kind of needed these lines here to kind of align this on the sewing machine. So let's go ahead and get into Inkscape. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing is hooping a very thick stabilizer, and we're just going to kind of put this here on our 5x7 hoop, and then we're going to float this here and get it lined up perfectly, and we're going to kind of use our design to kind of find the four corners of it. And then once we have that laid down, we're going to put the top layer on top to kind of sew it, and then we can flip it inside out so that our design is going to be on the outside of our beanbag. I do need to cut this into strips so that we can make sure that for this beanbag it's going to be the lighter color, and on this beanbag is going to be the darker color on the outside. Okay, so we're going to leave this here, but we're going to go ahead and find our outer corners, and then we're going to align that with what our laser put a nice outline for us for the overall project here. So and this is kind of why I turned everything its own color. Like, even though I'm using the same color here, I turned them all different colors. Because I wanted, one, to cut the stitch after each one so the jump stitches won't be there. And two, it allows me time to reposition. You can see we almost didn't sew this bottom one because it kind of cut over there. But I had time to kind of pull it over to catch. So for this one, we're going to make sure that we do the lighter side down, because when we flip it inside out, we want this to be our lighter side. So we're going to end up using rice to fill our beanbags up, because dried corn would be just too big for these. So we got some rice, But we need to make sure we put kind of the right amount in there because we don't want to overstuff them. And we're going to go ahead and figure what that amount is. And then we're going to use this little digital scale here to make sure we put the same amount in every beanbag. I think that's pretty good right there.
So I think the results of this multi-step process came out really good, and it was actually pretty simple. And it's a nice fun summer game that you can create yourself using a laser.
Yeah, it was nice to be able to incorporate our embroidery machine along with our lasers to kind of make a single project. It turned out really cool.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you liked it.
Like it.
Subscribe if you enjoy our content.
Subscribe.
And turn on those notifications so you get reminded every single time we post a video. Stay crafty.
And be happy.
Bye.